Hey, what's up, everyone? Okay, I'm so excited about this. This is one of my favorite games of all time. They've come out with a new 5th edition of it. This is Talisman. I used to play 1st edition. I was actually in some tournaments where we did teams. Me and my partner, we killed it. We won 2 tournaments. I'll tell you what we did. You can't do it anymore. But if you stick around, I'll tell you what we did, which was like super cool, where we just dominated. Okay, so this is Talisman. It's a tabletop board game. I'm gonna go over, kind of show you how to play it. But first, just a quick overview. This is actually a good like entry-level game to like Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games. This gives you the board, you have characters, and you kind of build them up. And comes with the rule book is actually really great, very colorful, glossy, and really explains the rules well. Now let's look at the character cards. So it starts, everyone is dealt, well actually it starts with someone, a random player will choose, they'll go through the character deck, and there's 12 different characters. They can be everything like ghoul, sorceress, wizard. Everyone has a different abilities, special abilities, and they also have starting characteristics like their certain amount of strength, craft, and life. I'll go over that in a minute. But just look at the art and the details on this is really great. What I like to do, however, is I like to inject some randomness in it and actually deal the cards out. This is what we used to do back in the day. Back with 1st edition, we would deal out the character cards. Again, back then there was a lot more than 12. You get expansions and you can have like a ton. And you deal them out, and then the players would be able to choose. I feel like if you have like all 12 and the first one gets to choose, you have like the paradox of choice. They may get analysis paralysis and just never decide what to do reading all of it. I think that can take a lot of time. So just deal them out. It says deal 2. I think you just deal out the deck, just depending on the number of players that you have, or you can do 2. But that'll give the players some control over it, and also give them, it injects some randomness to it as well. Just real quick about the box, it's really set up where it's going to contain everything. These are going to be your decks. I'm going to go over the board. Here's the board right there. We're going to go over all that, but look at these minis for the different characters. And it does tell you which character is which in the booklet. So otherwise, it might be able to, you might have a hard time telling the difference, okay? And I mentioned you had craft, which are going to be these blue tokens. You've got strength, which are the red ones, and then you've got your life, which is going to be the green, color-coded, super easy, and then you have little gold tokens too, because you can actually purchase things. And then you have different counters here as well. You've got your different card decks. You've got spell deck, you've got your talisman, you've got equipment, so you can actually purchase equipment, and then you have your encounter cards. And you draw these when you go on the board, like the woods +1. That tells you how many character cards you draw if you land on it, if there is not already a character or something on that space. Now, here's the board. The board is just beautiful. It's really big. From what I remember, this might be even larger than the 1st edition board. It's just beautiful. And every space has a different thing kind of going on, and it'll tell you. Now, your character card will look like this when it's built out. So this one is assassin. I have an alignment. This is new from 1st edition. You have alignments, and that can actually affect what happens on some spaces. Okay, so this is an assassin. This goes over their abilities, and then you've got gold. So in this case, 1 gold. You have fate cards. Fate is a mulligan card. So if you roll for movement or during battle and you don't like your roll, you can use a fate token and do a do-over, which is kind of cool. That's new. Life, you've got your life counters. This character starts with 4. You can have followers, objects. Okay, your craft, that's going to be like your intelligence for spell casting and things like that. And then your strength. And you're going to use these for attacking, depending on if it's a monster that uses strength, or if it's some kind of undead or mystical creature that may use the craft. Okay, comes with 3 6-sided dice. Again, these are really cool looking. You've got your Talisman is actually a 6 on the die. And the object of the game is that bad Larry right there. You want to own the Crown of Command. Okay, and what you do is you've got the outer region and then this middle region, and you kind of just travel around. And what you want to do is you want to build up your strength, you want to build up your craft, you want to get equipment, spell cards, you want to build up your life, because as you go along in the game, you're going to be building your character up, just like in Dungeons and Dragons, where you level up your character. It's kind of the same thing here. And each level on the board is going to be more difficult. And then when you get in the inner level right here, this is where you have to go through the steps to get the Crown of Command. It's very hard to do. You have to have a powerful character. That's why you want to spend a lot of your time out here building your character up. Now, this game can take a while to play, so it's not going to be a short game. This is going to be probably a 2, 3, 4 hour game, but it is a lot of fun and a really good family game. We're doing a game night. Lots of fun there. Now, I was going to tell you what we did winning our tournaments is you can also, in this, attack other players. So if you land on a space with a different character, so let's say I've got this guy here, I land on him, I can attack him instead of drawing the card. And so you can attack another character. Back in the day, what you could do is you had different characters like this that could attack from spaces that are away from you. I had a centaur, and there were like maybe a couple others with bow and arrows. And so we would be spaces away, and instead of moving, we would attack, and there's nothing that other character could do about it. And we would just kill everyone off. Now, here's one last thing, is you've got the life right here, and you can't do that anymore because there are no characters with that ability, I don't believe. And also, you can't really kill characters off. So when your life goes basically to 0, you are not really dead, but you're going to be taken to a healer. You're going to use up all your gold spaces, or all your gold pieces to build your life back up. If you don't have enough, you would just get 1 life. So it may be a little more difficult road for you to travel. However, you're not out of the game when you die like it used to be. Just like in D&D, it was just, your hit points are 0 and you're dead. It's not that way anymore. And in Talisman, it's not that way anymore. So our technique of being real cutthroat and winning tournaments with our ranged attacks would not work anymore, but it was a lot of fun back then. And this game is very, very similar, even with the changes. I think the changes are probably for the better. And yeah, I think it's probably better, probably improvements upon the original, and just the art and everything right here is just great. These are some of the different encounter cards. Just to give you an example, so they can be events, they can be followers, they can be objects, they can be monsters, they can be strangers, okay, enemy spirit. Okay, so again, a lot of fun, very happy getting this Talisman game and getting this back in my life again.